Hi everybody, in this video we'll discuss quadratic equations, which are called pure. A quadratic equation in general has the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, with a greater than 0. A quadratic equation is called pure if b equals 0, which means there is no x term. These equations are really simple to solve. We don't need the general formula, which I explained in another video, so we will show some examples. Consider, for example, 2x squared minus 18 equals 0. This equation is pure because there is no x term. This is really easy to solve because we just have to treat it as if this equation was linear. So we bring the 18 to the other side, then divide by 2, so x squared equals 9. At this point we have to take the square root, but we have to be careful because we're looking for a number whose square is 9. We know using our intuition that this number is 3, but there is another number who does this, and this number is minus 3. How do we take this into account? We write, taking the square root in both sides, plus or minus square root of 9, which is 3, so plus or minus 3. Remember that a quadratic equation has always two solutions, so if you get to the solution and you have just one number, then there is something wrong. Let's see another example. For instance, 3x squared minus 5 equals 0. Then, bringing the 5 to the other side, we have 3x squared equals 5, and then x squared equals 5/3. So 5 over 3, it's not a square, but we don't care. It didn't rhyme in Italian. Nice. So we do the same thing. X equals plus or minus square root of the right hand side, which is 5 over 3. In this case it's not a square, so we cannot simplify it, but we don't care because the square root of 5 over 3 is still a number. It has the same dignity as 2, 0, pi, and all the other numbers. Last example, where there are no solutions. X squared plus 1 equals 0. So one should, in principle, do x squared equals minus 1. And at this point, following the previous examples, one would take the square root of minus 1. But we know that this is not possible in the real numbers. So to this point, we cannot take the square root of minus 1, so there are no real solutions. We could have figured it before, because here this equation says take any number, take the square of it, so this is positive. Then add 1 to this result. And then the question is, can this be equal to 0? And the answer is obviously no, because the square is a positive or 0. It could be 0 here, but we always add 1. So this is no solution. You can immediately see it. So if you liked the video, then thumb up, subscribe to be updated, and see you next time.